Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rekt League. It is Season 6, Week 1, and I'm fucking hype. I am Brian the Broken, and I am joined today by the lovely man himself, Endo. How you doing, buddy?
I'm feeling lovely, bro. I'm feeling pretty, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, I feel pretty gorgeous myself. Did some face masks, did some like self-care this morning, got myself feeling real good. And I feel fucking excellent.
There's no place else I'd rather be right now than starting off the new season, Rekt League. I say it at the beginning of every season, but it's been too goddamn long.
It felt like this was a very long time. Maybe we've all been stuck inside for too long, just hoping it would come back just a little bit sooner. But better late than never. We're back with another season, 6 seasons deep. And I'm excited. We're here.
It's gonna be fucking spicy. It's gonna be a great way to start the season too with this matchup. Are you pumped?
Oh my god! I think this is going to be one of the best matchups. Like, I don't know. Like, you can either start off the season and just like slow build and get to like the end of the season where you get like the Titans kind of like duking it out, who've had like all the time to practice. But Raptors and Infernals have, which is the matchup du jour, if you will, for 4 p.m. Have been practicing a ton, and I trust that these teams are going to come out swinging. So, should be a good time. But first things first, welcome back, everybody. If you have not been here before, this is the Rekt League. We're doing a round-robin tournament of League of Legends. Everyone faces everyone once. Best of 2. Then after that, top 6 teams go to playoffs, where we play best of 5s. And you get some sweet-ass mugs. I think you have one somewhere. I have one somewhere. And it's some pretty good bragging rates. But all things aside, there's some memes involved. Oh, he's just to illustrate some illustration purposes. Look at it. Look at it.
That's a beautiful. What else could you ask for?
Not only does it hold a drink, it holds a lot of bragging rights.
It holds the only thing that matters in my life, and that is Rekt League championships.
Hey, Fat Super Dude, thank you for the sub. Welcome back to the Rekt League, and yeah, so we'll be duking this out over the course of like, I think the season should end in early June. I think we might all still be inside then. Hopefully
more time to practice.
Hopefully not, but all these teams are going to be nasty by the end of this. And speaking of the teams, let's take a quick look at them now. In the top lane for Raptors, we have Charismatic 97. In the jungle, we have Shinua. In mid lane, the returning champion himself, Mr. Neat. We have EH2 in the bot lane, and Pogs at support. And on the side of Infernal, Cobalt, the man himself, a legend. Love him. Sable, also the State of the League host, also a returning champion. Shu, the god himself. Rovian, also a god. And Spence Champ, kind of, he's a god. I think he's pretty sick. He's got a lot to prove. He doesn't have any mugs. He's on a team of a lot of people that have been to the finals a couple times. He's been to the finals too. But, yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty stacked matchup. And if we're talking about storylines for this matchup, you got to highlight the Mr. Neat versus old Infernal. Infernal recreating their roster. We got Shu and Sable back together with Rovian versus Mr. Neat. I'm sure Mr. Neat wants to take down Infernal more than anything at this point.
Yeah, I've actually heard he's been working on a doctorate for League and will be soon known as Professor Neat if he wins this matchup.
Yes, yeah. Adding a little bit of honorific to every Mr. Neat achievement that we have. But I think that we have a little bit of live footage coming in from the Raptors locker room right now. So let's go take a quick look. Those are some weird looking chickens, as Shoemaker said. They're looking pretty fierce. They look ready for game day. And with that, I think we're going to be getting into Champ Select shortly.
I love the call out to the cluck cluck rally cry.
Oh, God.
You know what? The team's good if they've got a rally cry that is based solely on sounds.
Yep, put some pog clucks in the chat. Oh, man. Yeah, cluck cluck. And with that, we are getting into the first Champ Select of the season. On blue side, we got Raptors, who are thinking about bans. So notably, you have Shu, right? Shu can tank a lot of bans. He also has a lot of things that people tend to prioritize as a must ban.
Yeah, it's always interesting going against like a Shu team because he is one of the highest ELO players in the league. So do you try to outright ban him out, or do you try to ban out the weaker spots and make it even harder for Shu to carry? There's two different types of strategies going against him.
Yeah, my personal opinion is that you don't ban out against Shu and you try and target some of the other lanes around him. But he has such a strong roster with a lot of veterans who have a very wide champ pool. So it's very hard to just target ban anyone out here. But talking about the ban,
his team's actually looking a lot more rounded out than last year for sure.
Yeah. So taking a quick look at the bans, so we have the Ornn being taken away for against Cobalt, Victor, a Shu staple, Nico. I'm not exactly 100% sure. It could be a flex pick between Shu and Rovian. I know Rovian has played it in the past. But the Shen is notably one of Charismatic's most played champions this season. Tons of games, is a total beast on it. But also, it looks like both teams are kind of just sprinkling bans everywhere. And
well, I think Infernal's really prioritizing on banning purple champions. I heard that she was scared of the color purple, so that may be why they went with those three.
Yeah. Yep. Anything with kind of glowy eyes and purple backgrounds.
It's spooky. You don't want that.
Yeah. But the last thing that you can really plan for is the spook factor, right? But we got Vladimir being taken first pick for Raptors, which is a good fourth ban against Shu. I imagine Charismatic.
Take it out of his hands.
I imagine Charismatic will be taking. He's been playing a little bit of it. But on the other side, you get Set. So Set in the top lane is just a very, very strong pick. Can deal with like either tanks. Has a very good early laning phase. Also, kind of, I'm excited to see it as like one of the first times we're seeing like a competitive Rekt League game. How Set does in these like late game team fights, because I imagine it's going to be very hard for Raptors to prioritize how to deal with kind of like the Set conundrum of his big shields and focusing him down and his grip passive.
And we actually see Shinua picking up the Echo Jungle. He does play this champ a lot, and Echo Jungle is just in a fantastic spot right now. So we'll see if he's going to be able to exploit the strength of that pick.
Yeah, tell me more about that Echo Jungle. As the resident Endo's Echo main here.
He's just so strong in the jungle because his clear is very, very healthy. And with his ultimate, he can tower dive for ganks just brilliantly. He's one of those ticking time bomb champions where when he gets 3 items, he's going to nuke down most targets. And being in the jungle takes him safely to that point.
But on the side of Infernal, something to note is that we do have the Maokai being picked up. I imagine this is definitely, not definitely, I imagine this is going to be going into the top lane. I can't really see Shu playing a ton of Maokai, or I guess Spence Champ could be playing it, but I wouldn't really recommend it as a Maokai player.
Zabel has shown Set jungle before, so I think you're absolutely right with that.
Yeah, I think that the Set could either be going jungle or mid. It doesn't really seem so much like a Shu pick, but I've seen him do it. I've seen him play the Set mid, but I would imagine it's probably going towards Sable. Edgelord Sable picking up the edgy Set, most likely.
And Maokai and Zyra going for that plant synergy. All we need now is Ivern, and we're going to see the trees come alive.
Yeah. But one of the things about the tree coming alive is you got the Morgana and the Black Shield. Just a really good option against someone like Maokai, especially when you get into the late game and the Maokai ults that need to be stopped. Morgana can just kind of throw those Black Shields on and stop a lot of the roots. But we got a team of roots on Infernal. We got plants on plants, snares on snares, plants on plants. Got pretty much a garden over on Infernal.
Oh, looks like it's gonna be a Morgana mid actually, and a Senna support.
Okay. Oh baby. So the idea of this Morgana mid is that you can just have a very safe wave clear, and you just kind of survive in lane, right? Which is like what you want to be doing when you have kind of a disparity in the lane between Mr. Neat and Shu. is just try and find ways that you can just kind of neutralize the lane. And Morgana does a really good job of doing that.
And as Shoemaker points out, we did discuss Shu being scared of the color purple with glowy eyes, so it's a great counter pick.
But if we notice here, Shu seems to have taken Malzahar, which is also purple and has glowing eyes.
It's kind of like how Batman's scared of bats.
I was literally
embracing it.
Yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
that caster synergy.
Yep. So what, in terms of glowing eyes on the screen right now, I think it's a 2v2. Nope, 3v2 glowing eyes. Do we count Zyra's as a glowing eye, or is it just kind of bloodshot? It kind of just looks like bloodshot.
I think Zyra's more like cat eyes than glowy eyes.
Yeah. But taking a look at these team comps, very notably, Raptors does not have any tank whatsoever.
Nothing.
I
don't. It's gonna be tough to get a fight started. I think it's gonna all in on Senna or Morgana, and then they can chain the CC very well. Whereas on Infernals, they have like 2 champions, 3 maybe with Malzahar that can just kind of flash in and get the party started.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have very good engage, very good late game damage. Maokai, just a very good peeling champion as well. I have to give the nod to Infernal for game 1 here. Just in terms of like your game 1 composition, you're keeping it pretty straightforward, pretty easy. The classic Rekt League front to back team fight. Shu plays that great. Rovian plays that amazingly. I mean, I just see that this is going to be an easier time for Infernal. However, Set doesn't have any super fat targets to pick up and set down.
Oh.
So I guess that's a plus.
Yeah, that's true. He's not going to get a lot from his percentage health ultimate, but like as you were saying, the Raptors have more of a solo queue special kind of lineup going on with their picks. They're each can be carries. Everyone wants to be the carry on the Raptors, and I kind of like that gung-ho attitude. Whereas the Infernal is just classic with the big tanks and let the damage dealers deal the damage from far back.
Yeah, absolutely. And like if you're just picking comfort picks for game 1, week 1, I think that's okay. I think that's a pretty reasonable play.
For sure.
Yeah, I know Pogs plays a lot of Senna. Charismatic plays a reasonable amount of Vladimir. Shinua plays a butt ton of Echo.
You can't focus the carry if they're all the carry.
True. And
so everyone be the carry.
Yeah, there we go.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Guys, I just solved the league. I figured it out.
It's a solved game.
Done. 200 years of experience on my end. Just don't look at my op.gg. Just take my word for it.
Yeah. Nope, absolutely. We still have a minute left on the spectator delay, and we will be getting into game 1 shortly. What lane are you going to be looking at most in this early game?
I want to see. I would probably take a look at the bot lane. I think that matchup's very interesting because they both have conditions to kind of 0 to 100 each other, right? I mean, Zyra gets the Zyra Caitlyn combo with the root into trap is beautiful, but Senna's able to kind of lock down. I would probably lock down Zyra in that situation, and then Ezreal gets that WQE, and there's a lot of damage on that end too. So they're both very weak on both sides of the lane, and I think we're going to see kills just happen in a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm. One of the things also to note is that Maokai is going to have a hell of a good time this game. He has like 3.5 kind of AP threats on the side of Raptors. So like that's just the go ahead to go build that early Spirit Visage, which is just a great first item on Maokai. If you ever get the chance to build that first, you're a happy dude. Maokai is just a very strong champion against AP threats.
Yeah, I mean with that Spirit Visage tied with his healing from his passive, you just don't die. You're a tree. You can't get chopped down.
No, and I think that especially without having like a traditional crit marksman, I guess Senna and Ezreal on the side of Raptors aren't going to really have a great way of burning down this tree. This tree is going to stand tall and strong.
That's actually a great point. Who on Raptors kills Maokai? What do you do?
I guess Echo. Echo can deal some damage in a prolonged fight, but like I don't know, man. It's a tall order. You need to really lock down that tree for a long time, and they're gonna have some really good target selection. And I think that just Maokai is not the target. It's really just Cobalt's game to mess up in terms of just positioning. So he just needs to really be that front line, be present, and not kind of get lulled into just kind of farming in that top lane against Vladimir.
Interesting. Shinhua has gone Conqueror Echo.
Do you think we'll see like, I mean, I wouldn't imagine that we'd see like a an attack speed on hit Echo. I used to play that nonsense all the time, and I thought it was a blast, but I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I have the same exact sentiment. It's fun to play. If you don't care about winning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And with that, we are getting into game right now. People getting onto the Rift, looking happy as can be. Trust me, they're going to be here. Here they are.
There it is.
Look at them in all their glory. It's time for week 1, game 1 of season 6, Raptors versus Infernal. Let's go.
So I know you play a bunch of Echo as well. Maybe you can educate why Conqueror / attack speed Echo doesn't work as well as like a burst style.
Well, I think that just right now the runic, what is it? Is it runic echoes still for the AP item? Whatever the AP jungle item's called nowadays. Oh wait, yeah, the AP jungle item just does a ton of damage. It does a lot. It's a lot more efficient. They gave some buffs like kind of towards like late last season, I believe, and they did a whole ton of good. But taking a quick look at some of the wards, we have a quick early ward in the top side river for Infernal and one in dot bush here. So just covering the jungle entrances, trying to make sure there's no funny business going on. And
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, one Morgana snare can ruin your night. I mean, it's nice because you're rooted for so long. You can get some reading done, maybe learn a new skill.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
League-wise, it sucks.
No, but I think a lot of people have a lot of time right now with the current situation of the world. They're probably doing a lot of reading on their own. Now is the time to be playing some League of Legends. Books, put them away. Now is not the time.
Put the books away. It's time to league.
Time to league. You can't book it. You can't book in league at the same time. Prove me wrong.
And we do have both junglers starting bot side here. Zabel's going to go for that blue Gromp, probably red, which is a quick level 2. Set actually has a very nice clear as well. Both junglers will be healthy at the end of their journey to level 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with Set, like, you kind of just want to do mostly a full clear. At least in my opinion. I think the champion's really strong once he starts getting his like Cinder Hulk or Bomby Cinder to kind of start helping him with his clear, and you can farm really fast on Set. Definitely a really good time power farming with that champion, but you really gain a lot of power when you get that level 6. So power farming for that is definitely helpful, especially when you have a lane like I don't know. He's going up for this top side.
Yeah, and I love this move that Zabel did. He drops down the first ward, backs, and then gets Scanner to try and help with the ganks as much as possible. Looks like he just decides it's not ready yet, so he's going to do Krugs first and let Charismatic push in the wave so it'll be easier to gank him.
Yeah, and as we know as jungle players, right now the jungle is in such a volatile state. Any kind of time wasted is a huge detriment to you playing the game. You can now just fall behind so far as a jungler that if you mess up 1 or 2 ganks, then that can really just put you behind for the rest of the game. So really hard to just see Sable just kind of wasting a lot of time here, all the while Shinhua is just farming away. But
here comes Sin. It's going to be a quick dash, double punch, pull from Charismatic. We'll see if he can get the E off to pull him back in. He does. Nice stun. Echo's going to respond with his W to stun both. First blood goes over to Maokai. I don't know if he's going to have enough damage here to deal. He does get the Conqueror Keystone activated, but this was what we were talking about. It doesn't really do too much there.
No. Shinhua just a little bit too late, and Charismatic maybe underestimating how much damage can be dealt. But Charismatic teleporting back in.
It looks like they're going to fight for this Scuttle Crab. How are Shoes here to answer that? Nice binding by Mr. Neat over the wall. Zabel's going to get real low, and Charismatic's going to steal the kill with a final Q. Nice answer, gang.
Absolutely, and that's where you want the money. Charismatic, one of the higher elo players playing Vladimir, who can just dish out a ton of damage. And Shinhua is going to be able to go pick up the second crab.
Yeah, fantastic response. Keeping it 2-1 or 1-1. Wow, math is so hard, huh? Keeping it 1-1, making sure that the Raptors are still in this game and keeping the morale high. And yeah, a Vlad with red buff is not fun to see.
No, especially if you're a melee champion like Maokai. That's a rough time.
And we're going to see Shua coming back into mid here. It's going to get the nice slow from the Q, but Shu just kind of pimps away there. No big deal.
Oh, yep, just doing his thing. Meanwhile, in this bot lane, the Raptors bot lane is looking so strong. Like, very strong. Getting a ton of bullying done on the Zyra specifically. Spence Champ having a little bit of a rough time in this lane. But kind of sticking around in lane. Caitlyn falling down already, 12 CS.
Yeah, I mean, Pogs has been landing his snare pretty consistently. Normally you think Zyra and Caitlyn is the Pope comp, but a Senna Ezreal is like the only combo that just gets a little bit more poke off.
Yeah, no, and then once Senna starts picking up these souls, it just becomes the game becomes a lot harder, right? You have so much more there's less that you can do to kind of outplay the Senna the more range she gets. So Zyra's life just becomes a lot harder because Zyra does not have a ton of health, and Senna parties. She parties hard with a lot of damage.
Yeah, and she has that heal from the Q, so she does get to overstep every once in a while, where Zyra has no sustainability. So if she's she's got to party hard and now.
Yep. But meanwhile, Charismatic just very happy to just be farming away in this top lane, up already 10 CS, just chilling, living his best life. Level 6 is coming in.
I do like Cobalt, though, how we're pushing him under the tower, because Vlad has real struggles farming under turret.
Yeah. Yep, he does. But not Mr. Neat. Just kidding. Mr. Neat has a little bit of trouble farming under tower. But doing an okay job, holding his own against Shu, which is always a tall order. Kind of a good baseline to see how you're going to be doing as a mid laner. I'd say so far, week 1, game 1, looking pretty damn good.
We do have Zabel looking in at the top. He's going to start dashing into to Vlad. Vlad pulls and flashes out smartly. Charismatic's doing a good job trying to avoid the pressure on top. He's going to walk away. Oh, there's the flash by Zabel to get the slow with the jungle item, and then a big W. Charismatic still just barely out of reach. The Cobalt flash forward to try and snare, and then they go over and convert to the Morgana. Nice ult by Shu. She's going to have to flash as well. Mr. Neat's running for his life. We're going to see if there's a slow by Maokai. He's able to get that off, but she runs under the safety of her turret. Nice dive. Nice move by Infernal to converge together there.
Yeah, that was very close for Mr. Neat. That was almost a 2 for 0 right there, but Mr. Neat just making it out alive. But yeah, once again, Charismatic getting caught out a little bit. In that top lane, kind of not really respecting the ability Sable has to kind of ruin his day.
Yeah, and it's tough between Sable and, between Set and Maokai. That's a lot of CC, and even though Vlad is notoriously hard to gank with this pool, they're able to just slowly over time lock him down.
Yeah, and the gank assist on Maokai is just so strong. Ezreal going down the bot lane to try and clear some I think just get a little bit of quick damage onto the Spence Champ. Gets it, but backs. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of roaming from Senna, who's going to be trying to set up this crab, ideally for Shinua. But we'll see. Going to be spotted on a ward, though, so there might be some action coming.
Yep, she is sitting right next to the pink that I'm pretty sure she doesn't know. And what a pal, huh? Just setting up the jungler for that.
Yep.
Good guy, Senna.
She sees
a good girl, I guess.
They walk away.
Yeah, we start seeing Charismatic building up, or actually I should say Cobalt bringing back the CS deficit that he was at. Actually up in CS by 1 right now. He's done a really good job staying relevant in the game while Shu is taking a major CS lead in mid.
Yeah, and notably Cobalt still does have teleport. I don't think Cobalt's going to have to be pushed out of lane anytime soon, which means that Cobalt's going to be able to use that teleport to kind of impact the map. First Drake of the day is going to be an Infernal Drake. Everyone's going to want this. More damage equals more fun. So
yeah,
I expect
and the game's nothing but fun.
Right, we want to have fun games here. We like fun. But yeah, as we say that, Infernal, thinking about the Infernal Drake, ping's coming down.
Man, Pogs hits every single Senna E. It's incredible. This is his champ.
terrifying. Doing a little bit of a stat check, we have 22 souls on Pogs. Dragon has been started up. Shinua has a pink ward in the pit. There's no vision of this.
Yeah, and you know what? Ezreal's up 2 levels over the Kate, or up now just 1.
Oh, man.
That being able to push and poke has given them full Dragon control, and it looks like they're going to be able to secure it.
Yeah, very sneaky. There was no ward in the pit, so they're able to just kind of go over the wall, not mess with any of the vision that Infernal had set up. That's a quick and easy Dragon. You take those. We take those.
We take those. I love Rovian and Spence Champ now saying, no, walk around the long way. You've upset me.
Hey, Danny Taco, thank you for the 26-month streak of your Tier 3 sub. We love you, big guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother, as a wise man once said.
26 months. That's incredible. I've never done anything for 26 months in a row.
No, absolutely not.
We have a nice freeze by Charismatic in the top lane, just zoning out Cobalt, trying to get a CS lead back.
Yep,
Meanwhile, Seth's getting cornered in the jungle. He takes the big ult to Echo. He gets snared by Morgana. Then Morgana also ults again. And we're going to go ahead and see him not be able to use his champion. Meanwhile, Shu comes up and he decides to try and lock down Echo. Echo had to blow his ult there, and he's just barely going to live with just a sliver of HP. That was so close.
Yeah, and the Dawning Shadow from Pogs from bot lane, able to heal up his team. I think that might have made the difference for Shinua being able to live in that situation.
And that's something we didn't even touch about. Pogs and Ed2 have 2 globals to affect the map, even when they're down bot lane farming.
Yeah, no, and right now they are sitting pretty. CS has evened up. Rovian doing a very good job of bringing it back. Notoriously being an amazing Kate player, so it doesn't surprise me in the slightest, but very even bot lane for sure.
Yeah, we have this game's actually looking pretty close so far. It's been totally living up to the hype. What a way to start off. We're 11 minutes in. Gold's pretty even. We have the first Dragon going over to Raptors. However, Infernal's got a little bit of a tempo lead on their side, I feel.
Yep, next Dragon is going to be a Mountain Dragon, which means that the soul of the first game is either going to be an air or an ocean. So, fortunately for Raptors, they aren't going to get a Mountain Dragon soul, which could potentially just give this Maokai the ability to just never die if they got 2 or 3 of those Mountain Dragon buffs.
Yeah, that just, it would borderline be unfair.
Shu's moving. Shu on the move.
Yep, and there's no ward spotting him going this way. Actually, even the try is blind. However, she doesn't know that, so he's going to hide near the pit. They're going to make a move forward here. He checks the try bush with with whatever that ability is that I just forgot the name of.
Good,
and they decide to just go back.
But meanwhile, Shinua is trying to get some damage done on this Rift Tower, but Cobalt is calling him out. But looks like
He can't really do much. I think they can. He can't like answer this at all. This Herald should go over to Raptors. However, Shu is now moving up as I say that, and Zabel's falling right behind him. We have the big ult by Maokai. They're going to go ahead and lock down the Morgana. Big ult by Set, bringing her into the mix. Zabel's able to shut down Mr. Need. Shinua's going to try and beg for an E. It's not up in time. He's going to have to flash out, and they're able to lock down a kill.
Yeah, but I mean, like, trading a kill for the Herald, we take those, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty bad situation. Definitely some key things burned on the side of Raptors. But if they can use this Herald effectively, maybe picking up a kill in this mid lane onto Shu, always a tall order. But if they're able to do that, or maybe use it to break down one of the towers top or bottom, they can just maybe cash in on a lot of these plate money.
Yeah, they have 30 seconds to use this Herald to its fullest. Oh, we see an ult by Ezreal to try and save the turret in mid lane. Nice move there.
Yeah, that was nice. Almost knocked off Shu's passive as well, which would have been pretty huge. Might have been actually a kill for Shinua. Good little fancy feat from Shu.
Unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to be able to get it in time for plates to get the gold value out of that, but they can still use it to knock down a turret.
Sure.
Oh, it's always great to have.
Yeah, money's money. Money and pressure are good. We take those.
Yeah, and actually, Darth Ted bringing up, I mentioned that there's been no Echo ganks in the bot lane, and you have 2 immobile champions here. Kind of surprising. You think they could maybe leverage the strength that Ezreal and Senna have been showing. However, Kaden and Zyra's just been able to free farm.
Yep. Now Rovian taking the CS lead against Ezreal. Feels bad, man. But here we are.
Yeah, we do have the Mountain Dragon coming up. We're going to probably see a fight converge around this.
Yep, right now doing a little bit of vision control, but it looks like we got action is coming.
Action is coming. We do see Pogs land another root on Rovian. The guy does not miss.
The dude is sick. Mountain Dragon is started up. Mr. Neat using a Tormented Soil on it. Doing a little bit of damage, getting some aggro down.
Yeah, both sides seem a little undecisive, though. They don't really want to get this fight started. We do have teleports up for Charismatic and Mr. Neat, while Infernal have no teleports ready. So they'll be able to answer a big fight sooner. And they're clearing, and Raptors is clearing the ward, and they're going to go ahead and start Mountain. The big ult by Shu is going to try and take Morg out of the fight real quick. Mr. Neat's able to survive. We see Charismatic going TP in. Oh, Set slams the ground and able to take over. Kills Echo, and he's going to try and claim this dragon by himself. He, however, has no smite, so Shu's going to be able to hold onto it. Charismatic's in a bad spot. Ezreal's going to go ahead and try and to poke everyone down. Charismatic's getting so low. Shu's looking for the kill. He needs his little minions to bite him at his heels, and he does. Ezreal's now in a bad spot. Maokai's going to go ahead and try and ult to lock down Ezreal. However, he's going to get out by the tippy toes of his feet, and Mountain goes over to Infernal.
Damn, that was huge. Able to pick up the dragon, clean up that fight. That was just a total wipe there. Now Infernal is taking the lead in a huge way. 5K gold up. Mountain Dragon to their name. They got to be happy about that one.
Oh, absolutely. It went from like, what was it, like 3-2 to 7-2 or something like that? Mm-hmm. Huge tempo change. Now it's going to be a lot of gold in the pockets of Infernal.
Yeah, and as Candy Cakes was pointing out, that was a 4v5 as well.
Oh, brutal, yeah. That's, man, it was that big set ult into the pit that just started the things off right for them.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, there just is no tank line on this Raptors team. So when Set makes a move like that with the showstopper, let me just fact check myself. Yeah, the showstopper. He's able to pick up people up and just deal a ton of damage, and no one has the resistances to kind of like survive any of that. All that damage sticks pretty hard. A lot of it's a problem. But we get the first tower being destroyed. Herald in the mid lane.
Yeah, they are able to convert that Herald into some nice gold. But yeah, exactly like you're saying, man. That showstopper comes into the pit. Everyone's going to be slowed, and Sable's just going to be able to put his knuckles in whoever's face he wants. There's not enough tanks or peel for all 5 carries.
Yeah, and very quietly, we haven't really touched upon it yet. Shu up a solid 70 CS. He's jacked. Ooh. Very quietly jacked right now, and the man is on the move. He's trying to make some plays happen. Mr. Neat's just going to try and shove this in. Mr. Neat needs to be roaming around more. The mid tower is gone. He needs to shove in these waves and actually start making moves around the map to kind of help his team. Because the fact that Shu's able to kind of have this kind of pressure, that's a no-go. Mr. Neat needs to be able to roam and follow these without having to burn his teleport.
And look at the wards from bot side. Talk about pressure. They have a better vision on Raptors jungle than they have of their own jungle. This is superb vision control by Zabel and Shu. And yeah, that Shu has so much of a gold lead right now. He's the only guy I know that can turn Malzahar into an assassin.
Yeah. And Charismatic is farming fine. He's doing okay in this top lane, but he is not running away with any huge leads. Maokai is keeping up just fine, so that's rough. I mean, that's just not what you need if you're going to be playing Vladimir into this. You need to be coming away with a much bigger lead out of lane.
He's going to be building towards the Sunfire Cape, which got a huge buff right before Rekt Leagues this season started. Maokai with Sunfire Cape can do the most damage in a game.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Like, it's insane to think that a tank like that, but if he just W's in and he just like hovers around the enemy team, the Sunfire Cape Immolate will wreck you.
Absolutely, but it looks like Set is walking up into this top lane. Might try and make something happen here. Might not also.
You know, it's his game.
Yeah.
He just does what he wants.
Absolutely. Make your own choices.
We're not here to tell you what to do. We're here to tell you what you're doing.
Exactly. There you go. Spence Champ and Pogs jockeying over Vision. Pogs able to use his very, very long range to snipe out some wards.
You know, with this, with them backing, they may be able to take turret here. You do have 2 ADCs, right? So they're able to shoot this down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
2 turrets up, you know, that helps with the gold difference. And already we see that like 6K difference has been shut down to 3K.
Yeah, very, very quickly that's happened. Next dragon is coming up shortly. We don't have a timer for this, do we?
I do not see, but it's going to be under a minute.
Yeah. So under a minute for this dragon. Looks like Infernal's kind
looks like
of
they're
in
paying
position.
it's about 25 seconds. That's probably why they decided to back before the next big dragon fight instead of taking the turret. We see Zabel just bullying his way in. He's rushing in towards the Echo. However, Echo's has pretty good disengage with his Q. It just slows everyone down. We see Rovian starting up the dragon, and there's going to be a big fight coming down. We'll see how the 4v4 goes. Again, there's no peel for the side. They're trying to fight to get in, but Zabel is able to just bully out the dragon. They're going to clear this pink ward, so it's harder to see. The poke on Raptors is immense. Shu just steps right up and ults the Morgana. He doesn't even care. He's able to back out. The heal's going to keep Mr. Neat alive. They're going to be poked down by the plants and by Malzahar's little minions, and the dragon goes over to Infernal.
Yeah, Shinwa trying to get over the wall to just snipe that dragon away, but not able to do it. Just going to have to chrono shift right back out. But yeah, great fight there. Everyone kind of just walks away. But yeah, dragon going over to Infernal. They're going to be happy about that. Air Soul means more ults, more fun.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those fun dragons to have.
Yeah, exactly. Like it feels worse on some champions. It's not kind of generically good on everybody. The movement speed definitely helps, but the ult cooldown is sometimes kind of irrelevant. But in terms
we
of
see a
Infernal's
big gank
lineup,
going in top here. Oh, nice combo by Cobalt. It's going to force the pull out. And then the big flash showstopper by Zabel onto the turret to help out with a little more damage.
oh man, that was like pile driving a baby right there. Like honestly, like charismatic was done. He was crippled. He was already caught up by the roots, but the flash showstopper really just like put that baby in his place. Just like kick him around. Just tell him who's boss. It's
hey man, you got the air drake. You might as well use it. Oh, and then we have A2 coming in, going to try and clear out the Kate after taking turret, but it's able to flash and heal away the damage. Again, Pogs with the center root.
Yeah, Rovian getting away with murder there. That was hella close. Able to kind of dodge behind those minions at the last second to avoid the last Mystic shot that would have totally ended his life.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we see the turrets have gone down. Still one up by Raptors. However, they're still 4K down from that last couple showstoppers that Zabel's been putting on people.
Yeah, at this point, the show definitely can't really go on for much longer. This show feels pretty stopped with Sable doing all of his moves. Flash showstoppers, team fight winning showstoppers. The dude's got lots of shows to stop. He's trying to get the television canceled.
He's saying cut the cord, go to Netflix, the show is ended.
Absolutely.
So if you're Raptors here, what do you want to see start happening? How do you cut back on this? Because the game's starting to kind of pull away from them slowly but surely.
Yeah, I mean, right now I don't have a ton of faith in like Mr. Knee and Shinwa to be able to kind of be the main damage threats. So I think that right now EH2 and Pogs are in a position where if they got some more kills, they might be able to try and carry this game. Ezreal always has that late game potential. So trying to put more resources into peeling for them, trying to funnel gold into them, I think is the play right now. Because right now, otherwise, these tanks on the side of Infernal are just going to kind of eat up everything else.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a strong poke game. So with the tanks, I think they got to play the fight super slow. However, tell that to Shu and Zabel. I swear to God, their flash is like on a 2-minute cooldown instead of 5.
Crazy times we live in. Crazy times.
Every time it's up, it's down again because they're just going in to make plays.
That's called exciting League of Legends, and we like to see that.
Hell yeah, brother! And we have Shu at level 15, while Charismatic's only level 13. He's just gonna go ahead, put it on the table, and let him know I'm taking this turret.
Yep, he's pretty thick right now. He knows it, and yeah, he's just gonna kind of walk up to this turret. Not a whole lot that can be really done about it. His passive's still on there, immune to CC, but it looks like there's some action in this bot lane. Pog's trying to make a play.
Oh, here we go. Rovian's ult kind of scares him away.
And we got ourselves a pause. Gasp. How could it be? Horrible.
DC, he's lagging here.
Yeah, the ISPs right now having a hard time with the amount of people playing League of Legends right now. And watching Netflix. Honestly, it's the people watching Netflix that are really killing it for everybody.
Yeah, that takes down way more bandwidth. Stop watching Netflix, play more League.
Yep, the world will be a better place.
It'll help us through this pandemic right now.
Yeah.
If you watch Netflix, you're a selfish man.
It's true. We're not the problem. We're part of the solution.
Play Animal Crossing, if anything.
Ooh, that's true. Don't use any internet. That's the best solution. Don't use any internet.
Stop using internet so we can stream, please.
Yes. And play some Animal Crossing. And join our islands.
Join our islands.
Give us iron ores.
I need cherries. Give me cherries.
Cool. So we're just chilling. Hopefully Cobalt can get back into it. Figure his life out.
I just turned to the Twitch and noticed you had the Legacy banner up on season 6.
Legacy.
That's so good.
It's so good. We love it.
Yeah, read more books. What Cop is saying. Read a strategy guide on how to play League.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe just read some MobaFire. Or actually, no. Get a PDF. Screenshot MobaFire. Get off the internet. And then read those.
Print it. Read it in bed.
A leather-bound edition of Season 7. Or what season are we in League? Season 9? Season 10?
I think we're like 13.
Season 10 of League of Legends. The leather-bound edition of MobaFire. Get that. Get yourself some tea. Do some reading. Take some notes.
Yoshi Miner has corrected us. It is 10. Radisy,
the boys are back. Let's go. How's
Season
my
6,
boy?
baby.
We miss the king of
Where's
boys.
Daddy Ratty?
The men of boys.
The men of boys. All right, so let's go ahead and break down what we're seeing so far, because it has been a spicy game, huh?
Yep. Oh, we're back into it. So, yeah, so breaking down what we're seeing, we had a pretty solid early game coming out of Raptors. Just keeping it even, and Infernal happy to keep it even. But right now, it just looks like Infernal is just kind of able to run the map. Coming out of laning phase, strong in every lane. They're just having a good time. They're having a good time, and they're scaling hard, especially with the tanks that they have. And there's just no good way for Pogs or EH2 to kind of get through these beefy boys on Infernal.
Wait, Ratty, are you serious? You caught it?
No!
Oh, no, buddy. I hope you do get better.
I love you, big guy.
Heart goes out to you, bro.
Yeah. Put some Rekt cheers in the chat for Ratty Z.
Yeah.
And some hearts.
Hearts and cheers in the chat for our daddy Ratty.
Yeah. We love you. Rekt League isn't Rekt League without you.
Okay, he's saying it's mostly over. Man, you're getting me scared over here.
Yeah, man. I'm getting sweaty. I was just telling Endo I was expecting to be really sweaty by the end of game 2, but it's already game 1. I'm just getting increasingly sweatier.
Just a moist boy.
Just
right
moist. A lot of moisture right now.
We have a TP coming into the Dragon Pit. She's going to go ahead with his Malzahar and try and zone out the enemies. We have a lot of Maokai's dirty little sapling presence in that bush to try and deter anyone coming in. Oh, and Pogs is going to eat Golden. Gets really low. She ults him right away, snares that kill. And we have Echo going to go ahead and have to ult out after diving in a little too deep, trying to get the kill on Rovian. Big ult. He's getting super low. He may just tick down and she gets another kill. It's insane.
Yep,
Mr. Meat's going to be in a real bad spot. He's going to have to flash away, and they're going to fight over the dragon. Nice route by Mr. Meat, but it's going to be too little too late. It looks like Air Drake's going to go back over to Infernal.
Absolutely. That was a great team fight. Once again, a 0 for, what is that, a 3 for 0, 4 for 0 team fight for the side of Infernal.
Oh, Mr. Neat trying to execute, but
Oh.
Sable's flash is always off cooldown. How is it always up for the big play?
It's always for that finishing move. The showstopper is here, trying to get Mr. Neat canceled. Totally deleted.
Professor Neat, this is revenge for leaving them. They're upset at you. This is what happens.
Yep, absolutely. So right now, Raptors are in a rough spot. There's some sad clucks right now on the side of Raptors. They're down a lot of gold. They're down 7k gold. They're down 2 dragons. And there doesn't really seem to be a lot of great ways for them to get back into this. This is definitely feels like Infernal's game to lose. But there is always
the
Baron.
clucks. The clucks went from like cluck cluck to like bark bark.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little sad. I think the team fight on Infernal is just a lot stronger. Perhaps they got to start looking at some picks, get some of this shutdown gold going. I mean, shoes, he's going to rock 1,000 if you can kill him. That's going to bring him back. In fact, you can kill basically anyone and get some shutdown gold on Infernal. So picks are the answer right now if you're a clucker.
Yeah, and we're trying to get some encouraging clucks definitely in the chat, but I don't know. It seems to be rough, and it seems like they just kind of crippled themselves in Champs League. I don't think they've really played this game too poorly. It just kind of feels like they got super outscaled, and here we go. We got to dive in the top
lane.
lane.
Big showstopper, double ult with the... Oh, he's still alive? Hello, excuse me, right? Can we fix that champion, please? And he flashes out! Charismatic survives the dive! Are you kidding me?
Making a hero play to get out of there. I mean, like, still losing a shit ton for it, but, like, looking good while living. And we take
Put it on the table. That's worth. That makes the whole game worth. If I'm in solo queue and I pull that move off, I don't even care about the outcome. Great move by Charismatic.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Baron's going to be started up. There's going to be no way, and I'm saying no way with the hope that there might be a way, some rogue Ezreal ult that is definitely not even up to try and steal this. This is just going to go straight over to the side of Infernal.
Yep, easy cleanup. I mean, it's great call there. You know the jungler and the Vlad had to back, and you're all right there in Baron anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cobalt just being a big old tree in this bot lane, pushing out waves. I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop him. He's got 2 MR, 3 sources of magic resist in his inventory right now. He's a happy tree. He's going to be living a long time.
Ohio Stud's asking for bigger caster cams.
Hey,
looking professional.
Let's go. What's up, Todd? Welcome back to the chat.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, now with the Baron push, I mean, no one knows how to leverage Baron better than Infernal here. We're going to see them go ahead and try and take as many objectives as possible, especially with a Kate taking down the turrets. It's hard to deal with.
It is. Yep. There's especially when you also have a lot of sources of magic damage on your team. Trying to clear Baron minions is a nightmare, right? There's what are you gonna do? I mean, you got Pogs and EH2 trying to do the Lord's work, but sometimes just trying isn't good enough.
No, I don't want try. I want do.
Right.
Do or do not. Oh, we have Mr. Need actually in a little bit of trouble here. He's gonna go ahead and pop Zhonya's in ult and try and keep them caught on the turret, but it's just not enough. I think they're just too far behind. Even though the play was neat, it was not enough.
Nope, a huge haymaker from Sable, just able to take out all of his health there. He's just locked up forever. Yeah, definitely some sad clucks right now, some frantic clucks, trying to hold on.
Some barks.
Chicken's on the executioner block right now.
We have Shoes already level 18, going to be solo pushing up that inhib against Seta. Meanwhile, everyone else on Infernal is going to be pushing that bottom tower. This is hard to deal with. You're down one player to 4v5, and they're split pushing against you. I mean, I don't have the answer, and I just told you I figured out League.
Yep.
I told you I had all the answers. That was a lie.
Infernal throwing a curveball when you least expect it. Shu able to take the middle inhibitor. The rest of the team able to take the bottom inhibitor. They're going to reset. Dragon is spawning now. This is going to be soul point for them. Able to get the Air Drake soul, giving them some more movement speed to kind of clean this game up a little bit faster than normal.
Oh, big Ezreal ult, and might steal the scuttle. No, he won't. That's what I was hoping for there. And we're going to see the soul just go right over Infernal. Probably going to be a nice reset, and we'll see if they're able to close out the game.
Yeah. Raptors just kind of bleeding out right now. Don't have a whole lot of great options. I'm trying to think of like they would have just had to I feel like run away with the early game so hard in order to kind of make this game more winnable, right?
I think the answer was Vlad. I think if Vlad was able to just pop off, it's the only way I could see. I mean, I don't know. What do you do though against tanks? Like you get a Leandri's Torment on Vlad? Like I don't know how you answer that setup.
Right. I mean, like you can just go and try and focus the carries and then clean up the tanks later, but
sure, and they do have nice dive. I mean, they do have an echo and things like that.
Right. I just feel like no one's really gotten any of the good flanks that you need in order to pull that off to kind of get that backline access.
You know, there are some positive things out of this, though. I mean, they're in Raptors bot lane looks so strong. They were doing so well this game.
Yeah, and I'd say that the early laning phase from Mr. Neat was looking solid, especially into Shu, who's just one of the best laners in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not done and sure, this game might probably be done, but you can go back to the drawing board and come out stronger. Big flash, however, by Kobold. He's going to get the tree going. We see a big knockup showstopper by Zabel. There are no flash cooldowns for Infernal. We're going to see Morgana go ahead and drop the tree. Finally falls. Nice shutdown gold. Shuana's going to go in and get another shutdown. There can be a possible cleanup here. Everyone's super
optimistic Clucks in the chat, boys!
Oh my God! Here comes the rally call. Shuaver is still alive, and he's a force to be reckoned with. We're
Take him down! Take him down!
The flag! No! Oh my God! It was so close to being a complete cleanup. Wow, a 2 for 3 in favor of Raptors. However, they got so much shutdown gold. There's signs of life. There's signs of life.
There's signs of life. A little bit too late, but we take signs of life. Life is life.
We take that. Life is good. Life is
good.
Great.
Life is good. But yeah, right now, life is not so great for the base of Raptors. They have no other structures except for their Nexus.
You know what? And they made sure to kind of feel themselves there. I think this is great setup for game 2. You can go back from that and be like, hey, remember that play right before we lost? That was cool. Let's do that earlier, though. Let's do that 20 minutes earlier.
Yeah. Make the plays, make them earlier. This is just the warm-up, right? Like, I got the fingers warm. Got to get the juices flowing. Game 1 of the Rekt League. Not a huge deal to fall down to Infernal, who's kind of been a roster.
It's a warm-up game. It's a warm-up game. Yeah. It's fine.
You got a freebie for the first one, right?
Yeah.
Hey, drop one game. If you can tie up the series, then good. You're doing fine. But as we were talking before, I think that maybe they have some lessons learned for this next champ select in terms of drafting.
Absolutely. You need something either peel and tanks on your team or something that clearly takes care of the tanks on the other team. Because Infernal's always going to fight front to back. They're just great at it. Yeah, we're going to see Baron come over to Infernal. The Senna snipe, just a little bit too early there, but I do like the attempt. Are we going to see another snipe attempt, which actually is a lot closer? That's the pretty cool thing about the double globals. There's hype potential.
Yeah, there is. I don't think that the Senna ult can actually attack minions or monsters, so there isn't any steal potential there.
Just let me have this. Just let me have this. That Senna almost stole the Baron. It's incredible.
All right, here it is. Defend your home against the invaders. Do what you can. Charismatic trying to do the Lord's work.
Did anyone see where Senna went?
Yeah.
It's completely disappeared. Charismatic. Oh, Zanya's the ult. Big stun by Echo. Shuana's got something to prove. He's going in big. He's going to ult right back out. Showstopper by Zabel. He just keeps stopping the show.
The show keeps getting stopped. Charismatic leaves the game, and that is going to be game 1 of the first game of Season 6. Going over to Infernal. Great game. Definitely.
Dude, that was exciting. That was a hyphy game.
Yep.
Infernal. A lot of tower dives, a lot of flash ults. I loved it.
It kind of feels like the old Infernal a little bit in the sense that they go for that kind of slow, controlled early game, getting some good ganks off, getting some action happening, but then just really popping off once that 20-minute mark starts happening.
It's that That build up,
the slow build. We love that slow build.
Until the dam breaks and it just floods the whole game.
Yep, absolutely. So with that, we're going to send it over to a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back with game 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we are back. Endo taking his time, making sure that every last drop got out in the bathroom.
Listen, the next game might be super high. It's super long, so you gotta get it all out.
You take it while you can.
Game lobby's full, by the way.
Oh, game lobby's full.
Oh, it sounds like the music's still playing too.
Oh, yep.
Let me see what this looks like.
Now it is not. Now we have no music playing, and now... cool. So, you had a good time in the bathroom.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yeah, great. But it was even more fun watching the first game of the season. Feels good to get it out of the way. We're in it. No production snafus, and we're here. We're doing it. But yeah, so let's talk about that game a little bit. Infernal kind of feeling like they went back to the old Infernal of old. Old Infernal of old.
Old Infernal of old.
Yeah, the ancient Infernal, the fabled one from Season 4, going undefeated in the regular season, picking those kind of scaling champions. Shu on the Malzahar, definitely looking familiar. Rovian on Kate, also looking quite familiar. Some new faces surrounding him, but kind of had that same vibe. As Ratty Z kind of had mentioned in the chat, it's definitely a team that works before you even see it play. Like, on paper, these guys have worked together before. You know it works. But, yeah, so we definitely saw that. But we saw some good plays from Raptors, right? Like, their early laning phase, I think, went really well. I think the bot lane showed a lot of signs of life. But I think we kind of talked about it before during the cast. It just feels like they tied one or both hands behind their back during Champ Select and kind of had to play some League of Legends with their face since they had no hands.
Yeah, I mean, they at the very end they had some super cool all-ins and everything. The Morgue binding with the bubble from Echo, the dive in, it was super cool.
Yeah, and do you think that that's just a matter of they needed to pull that trigger way earlier? They needed to execute those dives, go for it. Because when you're playing that no tank team, you can't really play passive against a team that's going to scale on you with tanks.
Yeah, perhaps maybe if there's some more roaming early on. Shoes all over the map, right? Mm-hmm. I think if Mr. Neat was able to match that and get in sync with his jungler. As Abel, though, did point out, Abel did in twice. He was trying to let Raptors back in the game. However, they just let him int with any repercussions.
Absolutely. We're going to be getting into the game in just a second. But, yeah, so hell yeah. We're going to be getting into this. I guess we'll do a quick plug. We got some stickers. Rekt League stickers. They're sweet. If you haven't seen these, we did these in the off season. We just started a Patreon. So if you don't feel like subbing to the Rekt League via Twitch, you can pay the same amount of money, get some stickers, get a banner made to be put up in the broadcast, and help support the Rekt League, because there's a lot of love that goes into this. And the stickers.
By the way, shout out to 44 viewers online right now.
Right?
I love the support.
Oh my God, we never get these kind of viewers, especially. I mean, it feels good. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Let's go.
The boys are back. So yeah, we're just waiting on the teams to send it. Or can you see chat in the lobby?
I can.
Is it only me talking?
As per usual.
Nope. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So we got a ready check from Infernal. They are good. We're just waiting on Raptors. They are good. We are going to be sending it. We're going to be getting to Champ Select right now. Oh.
All right, here we go. Right into the pick bans. You think there's going to be any difference here? And again, the Shen ban right away. Do not want charismatic with that global.
Nope. I think that's a pretty fair move. Taking away a tank, a really good, reliable source of engage for charismatic. Also able to kind of bail out some bad situations. Just if you're not used to playing against globals in Rekt League, it's always a safe ban because it's just hard. It's hard to play against. It's early in the season. Teams haven't had a lot of time to practice against it. Also, I guess notably, Infernal's just saying we don't want to deal with globals and purple champions, as we talked about before. So Nocturne
purple
also
glowing
going down.
eyes.
I guess that might be something that they're doing, is just really acknowledging that they just don't play super well around these globals.
Sure. And I mean, Nocturne is brutal in coordinated teams. If you're able to turn off everyone's vision while you're fighting over an objective, it's so frustrating to deal with. So I just want Nocturne completely banned whenever I play.
Yep. And luckily, he is banned in this game. Vigar also being banned, taken away from Mr. Neat, who is shown to have a really good Vigar. Allows him to kind of scale up the event horizon, aka the baby cage. Allows for some pretty sweet moves. So not allowing any of that nonsense, but looks like the bans are going to be about the same on the side of Infernal.
Oh, actually,
Raptors,
they switched it up and got rid of the Maokai.
Yep, Raptors making the adjustment, taking away the Vlad and Victor, taking away the Maokai. So Set being first picked for Sable on the side of Infernal. Could be going top side as well for Cobalt, but a good flex pick for that round 1.
Yeah, and I mean that showstopper move. It's a great Zabel loves that, right? He loves the flashy plays, and
yeah, he loves doing it. He doesn't care whether or not they're gonna die anyways. He wants to flash and showstop them all the time.
Ooh, charismatic picks up the
Ornn.
Ornn is so strong right
now. Education. It looks like this guy might actually read books in his free time. I think that Raptors might actually have. They must read a lot of books, because that is exactly what they needed. They needed a reliable tank, and they needed a source of engage that was, I guess, not so committal. And Ornn provides all of that. So get ready for some Miller time, because that Ornn horn is going to be blowing all day.
Wow, and then the Lucian pick up the complete opposite champion of Ezreal, right? There's Ezreal, who's safe and pokey and just tries to get out of the lane, and Lucian just gets up in your face. It sounds like EH2 wants to really take advantage of the early strength they had in their bot lane.
Mm-hmm. And Darth had mentioned it could be an Ornn mid flex, so we'll see. But yep, Caitlyn being picked for Rovian. Rovian's been playing Caitlyn since I think like season 1 or season 2 of just League of Legends in general. So just has so much time on that champion. Just a good comfort pick. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Infernal just running back the comp that they had so far. But there's going to have to be some adjustments made, because I imagine that Malzahar will not be getting through. Yeah,
definitely. We'll see if we see Pogs back on Senna. He looks really good on Senna. And as I say that, the rolling golem
gathers no rust. Let's go! Crank it, Soldier Boy. Let's get it. I love me some crank time. And I think that Blitzcrank is really good against Zyra.
Because what do? You get hooked at Zyra. What do you do?
There are some. I mean, if you get hooked, you're in a bad way. You're not getting out. But the one thing that Zyra can do is create plants in front of her as the hook is coming out, because those will block the hook. So it's going to be a kind of a game between how sick is Pogs and does Spence Champ have those speedy fingers. So going to be interesting to see that play out. I'm always team getting a robot fed. Got to feed the robots too.
Dude, if you don't go AP Blitzcrank, get the hell out of my game.
It could be a Blitzcrank top. I know Shoemaker's been playing that a lot, so I expect to see that. I expect to see that on tonight at 8 /
Shut up! No way, Blitzcrank top.
Let's go. Getting saucy.
Wow, Nico banned for. I guess the Nico is for Shu. Huh?
I guess. Yeah. I guess that's a ban away from Shu. Nico just has a really fresh, like the snare on Nico is just very hard to dodge. It's very bulky. So if you're just not equipped to deal with it, then yep, just a good safe ban away. Nico did get some buffs. I think it was in the last patch or 2 patches ago. They were quite substantial. So I expect to see more of her played in the Rekt League, because she is a Rekt League staple for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Great team fight capabilities, which imagine the Zyra knockup with the Nico snare. Mr. Neat going with Ziggs.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. So,
bombs over Baghdad over here.
Yeah, so Mr. Neat had a super 6 Ziggs last season playing mid lane. So I'm hoping that we can see a little more of that. I'm kind of going to like a more artillery player. A little bit less safe than playing Morgana, but still has that kind of, has more damage output too. And also that kind of semi-global ult.
Sure, absolutely. And we have Rovian on Cho'Gath, and does Shu take Kassadin?
Oh no.
Does he take Kassadin?
He's gonna.
Kassadin is so strong right now.
He's gonna take Kassadin.
Time bomb.
He's gonna take it. Oh no.
No.
Oh
please,
no.
God, they have families. Don't do it. And the lock-in. He's going. Oh, Kassadin's so strong and so annoying to deal with.
Especially as Ziggs, as an immobile carry. If you fall behind, your life is miserable. You're so miserable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he comes back with a ruby gem and does more damage than you do. It makes no sense. The champion is pretty strong right now. As soon as he hits 6, and the Wukong.
Oh, let's go! Have you played any new Wukong?
Oh, I did, dude, and I fed my ass off. It was great.
Yeah.
But the double knock-up with the ult is worth every single time I died. It's such a great fight. Oh man, if they get the Ornn initiation with the double knock-up by Wukong.
Is this Ornn jungle?
Oh,
wait. I hope so. I've been asking for this in Rekt League for so long, and I think my wish just came true.
Really?
All right. Let me tell you.
So talk to me about it.
Unless the other jungler is going to be all up in your grill and pressuring you on everything, Ornn just like has a really good clear, a very healthy clear, and he never has to back, right? Like he just stays so healthy. Like once you get 650 gold, you just like sit and you build your hunter's machete, your final item, or your I guess upgraded jungle item, and then at that point you're just like you're just cooking at that point. You're able to just kind of off to the races, do your thing, and you just like kind of have like this like omnipresent like you're no downtime, right? You're always around somewhere.
Now my only issue with Ornn jungle though is the EXP nerfs in the jungle. It's hard to get to level 14 before the other team has gotten such a lead. And Ornn's passive, where he makes your item stronger, only kicks in after level 14.
Right, for your teammates.
Right. So that's my only hesitation about that. However, I do hate backing. You're making me think here. You got the noodle cooking.
Yeah. And you know what? It's zany. It's wild. It's unpredictable. I love it. Maybe it's the curveball that they needed.
Let's go. How are the ganks with Ornn? How they're
fine.
They spicy? They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah,
that's not what I want to get for my jungler.
Yeah, I mean it's not really you're not really there for the ganks, right? You're there for the scaling.
Sure.
So and with the like higher uptime on camps, like you just kind of like just keep churning through and grinding through your jungle.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I'm into it. I'm pretty excited. I was trying to get Danny Taco to play this all last season. I think it's pretty sick. But yeah, as Shadow mentioned, you can't buy pink words.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Shadow, I never buy pink wards as is. So
yeah, and you can't buy the
pink wards don't equal damage.
Yeah, and you can't get the Sunfire Cape ornament. So, which is unfortunate because the upgrade, they're known as ornaments.
Right.
Yes. So yeah, because you have the Cinder Hulk, so you can't get Sunfire Cape upgrades.
Sure, yeah. But I mean, you could just go to like Abysmal Mask or something.
Abysmal Mask.
Is that?
It's
Abyssal Mask.
Bad mask.
When I play, it's Abysmal. So
making that mask look real bad out there.
Super rough. Pink wards don't equal damage, Shadow. So I don't care. I don't want pink wards in my game.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether or not. I mean, if Shinua was even buying pink wards in game 1, then like if he wasn't, then what does it matter?
Exactly. And you don't need pink words as an echo. You just E in the press R. That's how you get your vision. Just make sure you got that ult on a quick cooldown.
Yep, absolutely. That's why you prioritize those air drakes. So right now we are at about 20 seconds on spectator delay, and we'll start loading into the game. We'll be giving you some game 2 action. Let's go.
So looking at the two teams, what do you think is going to be the game plan here?
I think they're going to scale on the side of Infernal. You got to Cho'Gath in the top. You got to Kassadin in the mid.
Yeah.
I think they might.
That's a scaling count.
I think they might go for scaling.
I think you might be onto something there.
I know. And as of right now, I think that you're probably not going to beat Infernal in like that 35, 40-minute game. I don't think you're beating Infernal.
Nope,
no way, Jose. But
now
we want
something to tell though about the confidence of Pogs is there going to be a blitz invade?
Yes, of course. Why isn't like a rolling golem gathers no rust? You don't want to see a rusty golem level 1.
I'll tell you what, man. In my solo queue endeavors, if my blitz doesn't want to invade, I don't gank bot lane because that means that robot has no confidence. So I want to see that rolling golem get in there and gather no trust with a missed hook.
Let's go. Rolling golem gathers no trust, and with that, we are going to be getting onto the rift. Players are here, almost. I swear they're coming.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see it. There's pings. There's pings. They're looking for it.
So I expect Infernal probably going for something kind of safe. They'll probably like drop a ward on something and I'll back away. Just kind of allow Raptors kind of do what they want, drop the wards they need in the jungle.
Here we go. They're letting Pogs go ahead and lead the Oh, and yeah, you're right. They're just going to all retreat. 4 wards dropped immediately. Yep. They want nothing to do.
This is definitely a shoe call right here. I have witnessed this one myself.
Yeah, it looks like Seth's just gonna move over to his top lane blue buff.
Yep, they're gonna get vision of them while they kind of have a nice stroll around the jungle.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna see a red buff steal here. Now, is Seth, which I already know the answer, but I gotta ask for showmanship. Is Seth gonna go ahead and steal Xinhua's red afterwards?
The answer to that one would be yes.
100%, right?
That's a 100%er right there. That's what we call them.
That's a Quaz with the blitz.
Yep.
That I won't repeat.
I have noticed that Sable does no crunches.
Right.
A crunchless set gathers no abs, as far as I'm concerned.
That guy, there's no trust. If my set isn't crunching at every chance he gets, I don't trust him either.
No trust.
No.
And really, League of Legends is a game about trust. It's just it's a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
So as you had called out, the 100%er, it's there. Sable going for the red buff, but he's going to be spotted. Are there going to be any pings?
No, it looks like Xinhua's just happy to vertical jungle here.
Yep.
No big deal. See Mr. Needs trying to chunk out Shu a little bit in the mid lane, but it is hard to do, especially with fleet footwork. He's able to stay pretty healthy.
By the way, if Mr. Neat solo kills Shu, I'm getting rowdy. I don't know about you.
We're gonna get hype.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I'm just going out. I'm just breaking curfew. I'm gonna go out on the town. We're going for it. Nothing's open, but I'm going out.
Screw it. Break in.
Yep.
Oh, Zabel is going to go ahead and try and gank Mr. Neat from behind. Going to do him dirty.
Oh, no.
He leaves one Raptor up. Here we go. Big jump. Mr. Neat's going to try and bomb over, and he does. Nice job. Oh, Zabel just gives him a big punch as a goodbye note.
Yep. Mr. Neat just wanted to tank that the haymaker to the face just to show him he can. It's a flex.
For sure.
It's a dominance thing.
I love the thing that Zabel did is just leaving one clucker for Xinhua. It's so frustrating to see that because the camps won't respawn and you're only getting 8 gold for completing it. It's heartbreaking.
But meanwhile, Cobalt getting the quick back. He shoved in his lane. He's playing the Cho'Gath. He's having a good time. Ooh, we got some action
Charismatic's
here.
Gonna. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We have
action's not here. No action here.
Just a
I don't
walk
see any
away.
action. Everyone just walk
dragon.
away.
What action? Where?
No action. That's the right answer. But I would love to see some action in this bot lane. So we're talking about proactivity, right? And I just need to see some signs of life, some moves being made on the side of Raptors in this bot lane. You're picking Lucian Blitzcrank. It
looks like they want the wave to push in a little bit, so then they have a longer lane to fight in. We are going to see Zabel take both Scuttle Crabs to start the game out.
Very wide hook.
Hey, you know what? You got to fish him out a little bit. It was a zoning hook.
Yep. The next he's calibrating.
For sure.
The last person to use the robot forgot to calibrate him.
We do see Charismatic possibly setting up a turret dive down here. He's got a huge wave. Now he decides better off to just to back off. He looks like he's going to head back to base, perhaps. Or just sit in a bush and look around like a monkey. Big teleport down to bot lane from the monkey. Never mind. We're going to see Blitz flash in. He's trying to get something going. The hand of God misses, and they're going to poke out Charismatic as he leaves away. You know what, though? I do like the aggression.
Hey, that's what we wanted. We just said that we wanted proactivity. We got some proactivity. We take
you
that.
Got 2 flashes down.
2 flashes and a heal.
Yeah, that's setting up the next one. And you know, Blitz has Hextech Flash here. He's just setting them up, baby. That's all.
Yeah.
Just trying to gather some trust.
So one of the things that is a little unfortunate is Shinua's pathing. Had been having a really hard time just kind of picking up any farm between some of the missed Scuttle Crab opportunities, missing the Raptors that Sable counter jungled, and kind of just trying to make these gank attempts on Ornn. If you're going to be playing the Ornn jungle, you just got to be going for the power farm. And once again, just going to be finding nothing really here. I mean, Kassadin is 6 and has flash, so I don't see this going too well. Going to be tanking some tower shots. Honestly,
he's taking a lot of damage. Just going to turn around. He's going to have to flash out of that.
Right, and this is bad news bears for Shinua. Shinua is going to probably have to go back, at least burn Smite on something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, very, very, very tough situation there. Like you said, you don't want to back as an Ornn jungle. I'm assuming that's why you pick it. So you can just stay and farm up. But even with
Charismatic with the first blood! Let's go!
Absolutely missed it. What happened?
So you know how Wukong ults? He did it
sure,
twice. He did it twice. He hit it with him
twice.
He hit it with him twice. Yeah, and basically just locked up Cobalt, just dealing a ton of damage. Able to hit him with it twice. But here we go, Sable walking into mid lane. Mr. Neat just politely burning a flash and walking away.
Yeah, Mr. Neat's playing really safe here, really smart, knowing how aggressive Sable is, and Infernal's going to be ganking mid a lot, trying to get that Kassadin rolling. OC's able to go ahead and take the crab, which is going to help keep vision on the Mountain Drake. Oh, and they're actually just going to go ahead and start it up. Spence Champ is walking over. However, Mr. Neat wants to throw a couple bombs, get a little poke going.
Yep.
Not going to be able to do too
Pogs
much.
Is here.
However, hey, hand of God.
Hand of God. Can he do it?
He's looking. He's looking. Here it is, the Q steal. Oh, he lands the hook, but it doesn't do anything.
That dragon didn't move.
Wait,
that's a heavy dragon.
What? I thought he was a golem.
So yeah, kind of an unfortunate attempt there by Raptors, but showing some life. Mr. Neat has 0 mana. He needs to go back and get some of that. He hasn't backed yet.
No. And that TP from Kassadin is just gonna. It's probably gonna be able to get a plate off of this pressure
This is mean. She's doing rude things right now. He's just creating so much pressure in this mid lane, not allowing Mr. Neat to get a back off. And he's got his he's got this lane.
He's gonna set up. He's gonna set up a freeze here too. So the extra minions. When you have 3 extra minions on the enemy side, if your enemy laner backs, they lose so much farm. You get such an advantage. And this is how she's always able to just go 20, 30 CS up on people, because he does moves like this.
Yeah. This is some rude stuff on the side of Shu, but some really, really good gameplay. Take some notes, fam. Get good at the game.
This wave control right here is just brilliant right now. So like right there, if he had pushed, Mr. Neat probably would have come back with half a wave. He missed a full wave there from the disadvantaged side of the minions.
Shu must read a lot of books too.
This guy, he's played League before.
I think so. This is definitely not his first season of Rekt League.
No, I think it's his second or something.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Charismatic's going to go ahead and go in on Cobalt, get a nice little combo, and just poke him out. And he's kind of doing the same thing on his end. He's just trying to zone Cobalt away. We see Shinu, who's level 6 now, dropping a pink in that bush, and they're going to look for an all-in. Now, if you want to look how Charismatic right now is also doing a slow push, this is to get like a bunch of minions underneath. So if Cobalt attacks Charismatic when it gets up to the turret, he's going to be taking all this minion damage.
Oh, but bot lane. Got some action.
Was it the hand of God?
I think it was that. I think it was the hand of God.
That was it. Oh, man. I was looking at the wrong lane, of course. Always, always.
Yep. Sable just taking away that crab from Shinwa. But, yeah, God's hand. God's hand, God's hand, God's plan.
No, Pogs is just great at snaring people. He's just he can read you like a book. He knows which way you're gonna walk, and he's gonna be story time for him.
Yep, that's a really good trait for a support, since a lot of supports kind of have that mechanic.
Yeah, and look at this huge wave now that Rovian. This game is a story of wave control. Now Lucian's up 20 CS. He's gotten a plate. He's gotten an assist.
Yep, flashes back up on the side of the Infernal bot lane. So hopefully gonna be able to...
Pogs. So looking for a play here.
Pogs. But top lane.
Out. Oh! With the full stop. I love it. He's just playing mind games with it. He's walking back and forth. He's doing it again. Oh, the double ult or knocks him up. What? And he's going to do it again. Oh, no. Kobol's going to be in a bad spot. Charismatic.
Pog Clucks in the chat. That was
charismatic.
Cluck.
Holy cow.
Oh, man. I'm glad we were able to catch that.
That was so sick. That back and forth.
Oh, man. That was legendary.
What a statement. Oh, I'm liking this monkey.
Oh, man. Briggsworth is in the chat? Hell yeah. That was cool, Briggsworth.
That was cool. Yeah.
You're cool, dude.
Oh, I like it. We're just a cool stream.
Yeah, we're cool guys. All 40-something of us.
Oh, someone clip that, by the way. Clip that charismatic.
Clip that shit. If you like it, clip it.
You like the play, you clip it. That's how we're gonna roll right now.
But we missed that one.
Another hand of God. I'm just gonna assume.
Yep. Just I'd imagine it's a hand of God.
Oh man.
God's hand.
Clip it, guys, and then we're gonna use that later for the highlights.
Yep. Save the production team a lot of time and effort.
Now, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Or Mr. Broken, if you prefer.
Daddy Broken.
Daddy Broken. We discussed about Raptors needing to get an early lead. How does 4-0 look to you?
To be honest, it's not enough.
Wow.
It's an 800 gold lead. If we're looking at the actual gold stats, they're gonna need to walk away with more of a lead than this. All right. Yep. You know, I'm being honest. Daddy Broken's got to be honest sometimes.
Daddy Broken. I refuse. I refuse. We now see posturing over Infernal.
Broken Uncle.
Okay. Yeah. Uncle Broken.
Uncle Broken.
We do see some posturing right now over the Infernal Drake. We're getting some vision down here. We have teleport over on both sides of the top laner. So if things get spicy, you may be getting a monkey or a dinosaur suddenly sitting in your lap. Oh, we have Pogs looking for a play. He's just putting it on the table. He's showing them what he's working with.
Pogs being Pogs.
He's just pogging off. That's all. Oh, another hook. Here it comes.
Oh, he's trying to get the sick read, but nobody flinching on the side of Infernal. Very calm, cool, and collected. But they're kind of just wasting a lot of time at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
Lanes are shoving into Infernal. They're going to be getting collapsed on real shortly.
Yeah, they need to either go right this second or move on. Oh, Pog's coming in.
Oh, what?
He predicted it.
Okay. Let's go. Clip that too.
Clip that hook. The hand of God has arrived. Holy crap. What a prediction.
Oh, man. The legend himself. PogChamp.
What a Pog. Sten champ? No. PogChamp.
Mr. Neat takes the first tower in the mid lane. Let's
Professor
get it
Neat.
going. Cluck in the chat, baby.
The Raptors are here. And then they're going to go ahead and move over to Infernal. Double pink ward because they're excessive. They're excessive in the pit.
Oh, man.
Oh, and then EH2 goes for a little E in, but decides not to pursue that.
EH2, he's in the game.
He's in the game. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Wow, that hook prediction.
That was great.
Two great plays back to back. Looks like game one has not phased Raptors. They're here.
It was the warm-up game. They just needed that.
now they're just styling. They're looking. It's 0-5 now. However, if they don't win, I'd say in 1 minute, Cassidy becomes unbeatable.
Yeah, I agree that Cassidy's going to become much more difficult. However, the more of a lead they have, the longer it's going to take Infernal to overcome said lead, which gives Shinwa more time to get level 14, to get those items to help the rest of his team carry this scenario.
Absolutely. And you know what? I would like to see him starting to take lane minions as well to try and help speed up the EXP process.
Yep, I agree with that. I'd like to see that. But right now, he's pretty happy with himself. 1-0-1, playing it safe, not throwing anything away.
And you know what I would like to see for purely selfish reasons? It's not a good idea. I want to see Pog start building a Luden's Echo on Blitz.
Yeah,
because the Hand of God is here. He's got to start making a
I think
statement.
I did see that one in Season 10 Mobile Fire.
And if you're getting your builds from Mobifier, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's never troll builds on there.
Nope.
You know, when I first started, I didn't know that, and I got I only played AP Varus because someone told me they won 10,000 games with them.
Yeah, I think that Bjergsen checks Mobifier before he plays on LCS. So.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of trading in this top lane. Charismatic.
Ooh, I like the Blade of the Rune King first.
Ooh, Ping's going on to mid lane. Mr. Neat is being targeted.
Zabel's flash is up. He hates it when it's off cooldown, so you're going to see him trying to go in and make a play. Never mind, decides to just walk it off, and he's going to go ahead and back. Meanwhile, bot lane, there's some pings. It looks like they're going to try and push for turret in time. Ornn is spotted in the top lane, and it's just a lot of jockeying for position right now.
Yep.
Oh, Shu go ahead and tries to flash on him a little bit, but nothing real big. Look at the coverage, by the way. Pink wards on both sides.
Top lane some action. Ooh, that's some damage. Cobalt.
Yeah.
Cobalt taking it.
That's that Blade of the Ruin King buff. It does so much against high HP champions. So I love that being the first item on the monkey. Because otherwise, that monkey's never killing a dinosaur, you know?
Hey, thanks for the clip, Icically. You're sick.
Fantastic.
Everyone be like him. Be as cool as him.
Oh. We see perhaps a dive going from the monkey. No, he still won't do it. Charismatic still a little hesitant. I mean, the bite from Cho'Gath can turn any dive into bad news real quick.
Yep. But Pogs, the silent champion, waiting.
He's
lurking.
Looking. He wants it.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of reading going on right now.
All right. Oh. Okay. We can breathe.
Okay. All right. A Rift Herald is going to be spawning soon, so Zabel's going to go ahead and set up on this side. Does spawn. Zabel doesn't see anything gankable, so he's going to go ahead and back.
Sable has just not had a very good early game this time around.
No, he was all over the map in game one. He's 0-0-0. He's had literally zero impact.
Yeah, and it's not what you like to see. I guess this is kind of what happens if Infernal doesn't have that super. I mean, that like a really good early game coming out of Sable. I think Sable has had a very good controlling early game in terms of farm, collecting scuttle crabs, doing a bit of counter jungling, and trying to set Shinwa behind that way. But yeah, this isn't necessarily the carry performance you're used to from Sable.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive jungler. He likes getting the ganks off early on, but just hasn't had that ability. Meanwhile, Shinwa and Mr. Neat's going to go ahead and start doing work on this.
I think Shu smells something, though. Let's wonder if his little rift legs will get him there fast enough. I don't think so. They need to get that eye. Nope.
He's sniffing.
He's sniffing.
He backs off.
And they're going to also get a crab. Maybe. Shinwa probably wants it. Oh, God. Here's Shu. He's thinking about it.
He's thinking. Oh, he does actually go in. Hello?
He's
and
out.
Then he gets
He's
right
out.
back
He's out.
with
He's
the
out.
ult. Yeah. That unlimited flash thing is it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. It's he's just doing I think he heard your pro tip on Echo on how you get vision.
Right. You don't need pink wards. Just ult in.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. Next level.
That's it.
Oh, Rift Herald being summoned. This is a pretty risky summon of the Rift Herald.
Yeah. With Wukong backing at the same time that they summon this, I'm not too sure about this play. Oh, we have a TP going in. They're just gonna. Oh, they're putting the Herald top lane so they can secure the Dragon bot. I do actually like this play. That's the big brain. That's the book reading.
The El Bigo Braino.
Yeah. The cranium.
So yeah, Shinwa able to make that play due to Summoner's Spellbook. Brought to you by Summoner's Spellbook. Able to swap to teleport and get down to that bottom lane.
Very, very nicely done. And good job not trading in your smite for the teleport, as I have done before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not the best.
No, not good.
Oh, man. Charismatic is bullying Cobalt.
Yeah, I mean, the Rekt League is a bully-free place, but I mean, Summoner's Rift is a different thing.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Spencechamp's going to have to go ahead and flash out. We see another flash from Rovian and a TP forced by Shu to try and chase him down and say, hey, stop beating up my friends.
That's great, though. I mean, like, Shu able to kind of, like, hold off some of that aggression, but they burn teleport. They get away with their lives. They're healthy. They're looking strong, real fit. This bot lane doing the Lord's work. They got the hand of God.
That's it. And you know what's nice too is that Lucian isn't the best scaling champion. However, with Ornn's passive, you're able to help him out a little bit by cheating, right? By getting those extra bonus items. For instance, with the Blade of Ruin King upgrade, it's going to keep Lucian more relevant than if there wasn't an Ornn on the team.
Absolutely. But things we got to keep in mind. Shu, taking a look at his level, he's level 13 right now. Trying to hit that level 16 as fast as he can.
Yeah, and he's... Go ahead.
I was going to say, already at 210 CS. Quite a hearty gold lead as usual. He's getting there.
Yeah, and he's going for the ultimate scaling build, right? Roa into Xeraphs. That is as scaling as you can get.
Here we go. Action in the jungle. Oh, no action. Take it back. Take it back.
Wow, he took him down to half health with just one rotation. That monkey's getting a little nutty.
Yeah, it's a nutty monkey.
That's a nutty monkey.
I think I saw. I'm gonna hold that one to myself.
Yeah. We'll keep that. Yeah.
Keep that one between us. Caster secret. Oh, Pogs.
Hand of God?
Hand of God.
Hey, Word of God.
Yeah, the Fist
Word of God. Hey, so let's hear in chat. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Let's see some clucks for the Raptors. Let's see some Infernals.
Cluck. Shinwa's looking to make something happen. He's cleared his whole jungle, more or less. So I think he's just going to go back and find some more things to farm. Great.
Yeah, and he's up to level 11. It's pretty nice.
He's getting there.
I love Pogs just running at people.
Dude, I love people that run. So fit. I love tight bodies. That's what can I say. I love tight bodies, especially golems. Golems with tight bodies and no rust, tight bodies.
Rolling golems have tight bodies.
Yeah.
Ohio Stud and Cop rooting for Infernal. We see another Young also going for Infernal. Wow. They think the Kassadin time bomb is going to go ahead and do it.
It's always something. You never count it out.
We have a fight going over in the river. This will be a 5v4. Nice big ult by my God, Each was able to stop the show. He says the show must go on. And then we have Charismatic going in. He's going to go ahead and hit that ult button again, I think. Yes, he does. Is able to shut down the Rovian, get him out of there. It's going to be a 2-for-2. However, Ziggs is still... Mr. Neat is still blowing up turrets down there.
Yeah, this is great. This is some good play by Raptors. They're able to turn these team fights, keep them even, maybe not necessarily win them, but that was a 4v5.
It's fantastic job on 4v5. Keep it even, and that was a big shutdown, saying the show must go on, killing the set before the showstopper was able to pump out.
Absolutely. I'd love to see that. Dragon is going to be spawning soon. Notably, another Air Drake Soul for this game going to be on the table. But this time, Raptors are up a dragon. We like that. We like to see that. We like to see that the parity, right? We don't want to see the 2-0. We want to see those 1-1s.
No, the 1-1s are the most exciting series.
Give me the season of 1-1s. I want to see more 1-1s this season than anything.
Yeah, I want to see a 8-way tie for 9th place.
For 9th place.
I don't know how that works, but we're going to see it. It's going to be a Rec League first.
Rec League first. 9th place, 8 teams.
We do have Charismatic's TP will be up. Only Shu's TP won't be up for this dragon fight. And actually, I think Infernal's just going to give it. They don't even want to contest it. Everyone's going to be backing as it comes up.
They're not in position for this. I think they're just content to try and play the scaling game, and like it really does feel like this is just all the eggs into the Shu basket. They are just praying to God that Shu, with that level 16 on Casson, can just carry this game. There's a good chance that he can't. I don't know. If this gets too far out of hand, there is always a good chance that like the scaling of Casson is not enough. You have so much good scaling on the side of, or you have some good scaling on the side of Raptors. So
yeah, I mean, Ornn makes anything scale, right? Wukong is in a very broken spot right now. It's just, you're right. They're putting all of it on Shu because Kate is a good ADC. Rovian has clean movement, but it's not like a Kate hop-off type of game.
Right, and it doesn't feel like they're investing the resources into that. I don't think they're buying time with that dragon so that I don't think the chats, their comms are saying, let's stall so that Rovian can get his items. Right now, they are just praying they can get that solo experience on the Shu.
Woo! Hannah got and Zyra's got a flash.
Yeah.
Dude, Pogs better be on everyone's radar. He does not miss. And EH2, very, very impressed with his Lucian so far.
Yep, absolutely. Charismatic, clearing some vision. Charismatic's been looking really good this game. He's been applying a ton of pressure. But also just notably, like Cobalt has been doing a very good job of kind of absorbing a lot of that. He's staying relevant in CS, not falling too far behind.
Sure.
But here we go.
Oh,
Action.
Here it comes. I was just going to say that Zyra is 5 levels below.
Let's
nice
go.
combo. The Ornn ult. Seth's going to go ahead and try and do a showstopper. He's not able to stun anyone because he's on the wrong side. Big shield. We're going to see if Shu's going to have enough damage to do here. He's Zion's to try and avoid damage. That's a double kill for Shu, but Lucian's still up. He's going to have to flash out. Oh, don't do it to him.
No.
Don't do it to him.
Shu.
Triple kill by Shu. The greed on EH2 allows Shu to get an 800 gold shutdown.
All right, so we were talking briefly before about putting all the eggs into the Shu basket and how that might not pan out. I think it might pan out. Shu picking up 3 kills, triple kill right there, level 15 right now. Ooh.
Not only is he going to pan out, I think she's looking pansexual after that play. He just turned on. The Kassadin is online.
Yep, Kassadin is online. He's ready to party. He's farmed and ready to go.
Yeah, that triple kill solely went over to him. That it was a 3 for 3, but it was actually like a 1v5 3 for 3.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it was a 4v5 again. Ziggs, Mr. Neat, hanging out in that bot lane.
Yeah, a lot of turret pressure, which is great. What Ziggs does.
Yep.
Ziggs is great with the turret pressure. Man, that greed from EH2. He's playing so clean all game, but he wanted it. He wanted Shu's blood on his guns.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I agree.
Because that would have been another highlight play. Had he gotten that, maybe gotten the triumph, able to get out with a little bit of health burst from that. Like, you never know, man.
For sure.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
People do dumb things to kill Shu. I mean, I killed Shu once, like 4 seasons ago. Yeah. I still watch that replay every once in a while.
I think you have about 45 people in the viewers now that know that you killed Shu once. That's pretty
once, good. And more than enough.
Pogs is running around. Pogs is going crazy.
That hex flash in, I love it.
But let it be known, Raptors still in a very good spot. Lots of summoners burned, flashes burned on the side of Infernal. They have to be careful coming up to this dragon. Dragon's still not spawning for a bit, but I mean this is going to be Air Soul opportunity for Raptors.
Yeah, I mean they're up 6K. I think they're going to need a Baron though in order to start pushing enough.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
You know, after this dragon, start looking for a Baron. Start looking to force a team fight. I mean, Charismatic, super strong right now. Lucian, 5-1. He's going to be able, and he's got enough peel with the Ornn to go off.
Right. So one of the things that I like about the Dragon Souls is that they kind of change the way that either you play the game or Charismatic's in a bad way. Oh, is he in a bad way or in a great way? No.
Oh, heal, block for him. Oh, the trust.
Oh!
Oh, the Q from Shu is able to do it.
Showstopper!
An immediate flash out by Mr. Neat. He's going to bury it just to keep himself safe. And he's going to try and get out of trouble. That could have gone way worse. Charismatic drops, which is a big deal because he's a lot of their damage. However, we're gonna see Infernal try and lick their wounds, and maybe too late. And Raptors are going right for the dragon.
Yep, they still want it. Shinua is up. He is 1 level away from 14.
Oh my lord, that was so close. Oh, Zabel going to jump in. We're going to see a Shu going to pop off, shut down the Lucian, which is all the damage right now for the Raptors. And then we see Mr. Neat totally get obliterated. Shinua is still alive, barely get a double kill on the Kassadin. The Dragon's going to go over to Infernal. And is this it? Is this the pop off by Shu that they needed?
No, I think this might be it. Kassadin is level 6. He is here. He's in charge. They're going for Baron. This is they're in a pretty rough situation.
Yep. They dropped that gold lead from like 7K to 3K. Now this Baron's going to drop it by another K on top of that.
That's a lot of Ks.
We're going to see if Charismatic going to be able to pull off some monkey business, but I don't know.
Oh, with Pogs.
Yeah, if we see a nice hook here, come on.
I think they're going to try and hook out Sable.
They do have a ward on it. Oh, but the eats by Cho'Gath, it's even stronger than a smite. It's hard to beat that.
I appreciate the swagger.
Insanely close. It's such a great idea. Pull out the jungler.
And it was that was well executed. There was good communication, good execution, very close. But yeah, also hard to. They have the double smite. They have the Cho'Gath on their side that can feast that nonsense up. But definitely close. But yep. Whatever gold lead existed does not really exist anymore. Gold is even. Kassadin's in charge. This is Kassadin's map.
Yeah, you got to find a way to shut down the Kassadin. The only problem is he has his Seraph's Embrace, which is upgraded, so that's a huge shield. And then he's got Zhonya's on top of that. It's hard to kill a Kassadin who has unlimited flashes and all that protection.
And does a ton of damage.
Ton! 7-1 right now. He's got like 7/10 of the kills.
That's math.
Literally.
Oh, yeah,
math is hard, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, the hand of God gets set in there. He's gonna have to use a broken stopwatch to get out. Use W to try and absorb some damage. But now Shinua's in a bad spot, and he gets shut down by gets the kill. I don't even know who took it. Who took that kill?
Man. But meanwhile in the bot lane, Shu took Mr. Neat's life. Another hook, getting Cobalt under tower, trying to deal as much damage as possible. EH2 able to take Sable out of the game. Same to the death realm, but Shu is saying the same thing. Double kill for Shu, triple kill for Shu. And yeah, Shu's level 18. We've seen this one before.
Oh, yeah. Now with Baron, they may just go right now for the close, and I think they'll be able to. They were gaining a lot of health here, and, I mean, shoot, you can't kill Kassadin with the Zhonyas and the Seraphs. It's so impossible. Cobalt's looking real chunky. We're going to see an Ornhorn, a last-ditch effort, but he does get rooted just in time to not to survive that. Big E in. He wants to tell Rovian something. He goes ahead and starts smacking on Cobalt, who's taking a lot of turret damage, and he's able to shut him down. However, Spence Champ and Shu are still alive. EH2 and Pogs are coming up now. Are they going to be able to save this series for a little bit longer? And looks like, yeah, they're going to be able to scare them off. There's an open Nexus.
Yeah.
Uncle Broken. What do they do?
Oof. You pucker up. You make some big plays. I think you go probably read some books on how to take down Shu. How do you take down a level 18 Kassadin, huh? You tell me.
I want to Amazon wishlist that one because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Mobifire definitely doesn't have that one in the records, in the archives, if you will.
I'm going to call Bjergsen real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, because we need to know. I don't have the answer to this one, folks. I think if they can try and make some good picks onto Shu, maybe get if the hand of God can do the Lord's work. then it's God's plan, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
If you string together
and
enough
Hail Mary and Mother of God and all that stuff.
If you string together enough memes, then maybe they can take him down.
This is the one problem with the orange jungle. Like I was saying, though, Shinwa just upgraded his first allies item, but it's too late. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's just a little bit too late. If he even did that before the last fight, maybe.
This dragon's coming up. Cobalt's gonna be able to take this. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, they're gonna be able to take away that scuttle crab right there, and they're gonna have priority on this dragon. Probably gonna be able to tie up this air drake count. But it looks like they're just trying to catch out Shu, as we said. But you can't do that. No.
The Rift Walk, he's able to go over walls. It's a pretty good ability.
It's pretty neat. It's a pretty cool ability. Very cute. Yeah. It's a very cute one.
It's not Mr. Neat, but it is pretty neat.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a jurisdiction over the Dragon Pit, and they're going to go ahead and flex on it. Probably let the Cho'Gath get a big nom 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 on it, so he can get even bigger than he is now.
Hey, look at you. Do you see the future?
You know,
be honest with me.
No.
Okay, that's cool.
I'll be honest with you.
Thank you. I appreciate the
I don't lie to my friends.
I'm touched.
I'll touch my friends, but I don't lie to them. We're going to see a split Shu on top side, then 4 Infernals on bot side. However, I think you need all 5 for Shu on top side.
Yeah, I don't think the Charismatic's going to be the answer.
Oh, Pogs! I love the flash hook into the plant, and then he ults just because just a little extra.
The confidence. He knew that he had it. He knew that he wanted that plant.
He lined it up. It's just that plant that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's life, right? Sometimes there's a plant that just gets in your way that you never see coming.
That's life.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Just be wary of plants that you don't see coming. Because they're very mobile.
So right now, Dragons tied up 3 apiece. Soul on the table. Baron coming up. Everyone at this point is scaling. Everyone's getting big at this point. So Shinwa is now level 15.
Yeah, we do see Lucian actually opted to go for a Hex Drinker to try and survive even a second against Kassadin, and a second lifesteal item. He just needs to stay alive a little bit. He is very strong right now. He can do a lot of damage. He's just unfortunately going to be... You can't peel Kassadin.
No, you cannot.
We're going to see a little bit of posturing over the Dragon Pit. Charismatic will be answering Shu in the bot lane again. We'll see how this is going to pull out.
Oh!
Pogs! Oh my God! So close. So close. That would have been insane. That would have turned the Baron fight right there.
I was here for it.
Where were you when Pogs almost made the play? Again. Sable's running in. He wants to talk to Pogs. Showstopper. He's going to say, enough with your hooks. We have a Zyra ult going down. Ornn mixes the Ornn hole, and we have Cobalt looking chunky, looking big, but he's getting worn down. He wants to eat that Ornn. And nom. No. Shinwa flashes over the net. Lucian shut down. The MR's not enough, and we're going to see a monkey die in animal abuse right above the Baron pit.
Yep. And that's a big shoe. It's a large shoe. That's a bigger shoe than I wear. That's a size.
That's 14, a legendary shoe.
That's a size 14 shoe. That's quite large. 14 kills on him. Sitting pretty. Yeah, this is looking like the last March. A 38-minute game. Both of these games have relied on 2 Barons in order to close it out.
Hey, speaking of seeing the future, you talked about it. 40 minutes. How do you beat a Kassadin in 40 minutes?
Spoiler alert, you don't. I don't think.
Unless you called it in Champ Select. You had said you can't, if it gets to 40 minutes, it's over. You might be right on the minute here.
I have been known to read a book once. I read a book once. I read 1 book, and that was about it. And that was all the information
That's all you could take. All you could take. Yeah, I mean, there's an open nexus. They have Baron buff. Now it's going to be the long march.
It shouldn't be that long. They should just speed this march up, frankly. This should be like a jog. A jog, like a...
At the very least, a power walk.
At least.
You know?
But I appreciate wanting to take their time.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Shu drawing lots of attention in this bot lane, while the rest of his team hangs out in top.
Yeah,
we call this the 4-1 in League of Legends. 4 people in 1 lane. Pogs,
Ooh,
pogs, pogs. Tickling. Don't stop tickling. He stopped. No more tickling.
Hook's the biggest target there is in all of League of Legends.
Yep.
God hand.
They call Pogs Mr. Tickles.
And he's looking here. Look at EH2 and Pogs just lined up, waiting for the next hook. Oh, we have a monkey.
What? Is this it?
Oh, Zanya's the second E. Great job. Oh, we have the healer.
What?
1,000.
We take those. We take those. This is how it goes.
Unbelievable. The trade.
Okay.
And they're able to survive just a little bit longer.
Okay.
Charismatic
just trying to pull this one out.
And with that 1,000 gold shutdown.
They're going to have to really book it over to this dragon.
Is it just me, or did you just get a lot lower?
Oh my god.
Chat, is Uncle Broken low for you guys, or is it just me?
It might just be you.
It might just be me.
I don't know, man.
Maybe I'm just so hyped I'm losing hearing.
So that's going to be Soul.
You got quiet. Yeah, you did get lower.
All right. Let me crank myself. There we go.
There it is. Crank it, baby.
Crank it, Soldier Boy.
I hear it. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, fam.
What a fan. Now, Shinua is level 15 at 40 minutes, so hopefully he'll be able to upgrade another item.
Elder's on the table. Like, I mean...
It's on the table. Elder's a game changer. Elder wins and loses games by itself. You know?
Yeah.
But can you go for an Elder without casting and backdooring you wicked hard?
Wicked had?
Wicked hard.
Wicked had, as I say in Baston. No. No, man.
Stuff. Look how big that dinosaur is.
Let's
see. Get a me big, you know what I'm saying?
That's a 5.4k health Cho'Gath.
All right. Let's give him a little bit more here.
Yep. Shu just playing footsies.
Yeah. I mean, Lucian's still somehow doing some damage to him, so he can't, like, 1v2. Big Oranhorn is going to go ahead and go knock up the dinosaur. They're going to chip away at him, but he's just going to strut on back. We have the monkey up here now, but now the Oranhorn's down. That inhibs drops from one shot. And we have, how long into that dragon thing, that Elder Dragon?
Wow, we got a long time on that.
Oh,
you
were talking about it. I thought it was like coming right up.
No, okay. Not coming right up. We got a. If this game keeps going, then sure. But I have there's nothing left for Infernal to take except for the game.
Yeah, 3 inhibs down. Yeah, Infernal can just walk right up right now if they wanted to.
They just don't. I think they don't.
No.
I mean, Sable hasn't even gotten in his full reps of sit-ups for the day.
Unbelievable.
Detestable.
He has flash. He can show stop. Let's see it.
I mean, if Charismatic can pull off another miracle,
the dinosaur comes in, gets the dinosaur, big flash, but Zyra's going to go ahead and showstopper by Sable's going to chunk down a lot of the tanks. Big W. Shu is really low. Oh, Mr. Neat just barely doesn't time that ult correctly as he zones that away. He's still alive. Finally, the monkey goes down. Spence Champ is showing some life. The Oranhorn popping right up. Knocks up the dinosaur again. He's just too big of a target. Everyone's super low. EH2 could possibly clean up, but instead, Infernal's going to back up and lick their wounds. Just take the 1 monkey kill.
Yeah, this is going slowly. A good trade right there. Shu kind of playing a dangerous game, but yeah, right now it's just a really hard time for Raptors to trying to clear this stuff out. We might see a 3rd Baron taken. This is exhilarating League of Legends.
You know, they don't quit. That's the thing.
I think people were so excited for this season to start that they just want to maximize the amount of Rekt League they get to play.
Yeah, 100%.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Don't end. Why end?
Why end when you're having fun?
Dancing the Baron pit.
Pogs has a ward on Baron.
Okay.
It has been pinged out.
Wards are down.
These CS numbers are quite high.
Quite high. It's almost like they've been playing for 45 minutes.
I think Shu might have some quite skewed stats at the end of this game.
I think I know the real reason they aren't ending it now.
All right.
Okay, one final Baron push. This should be it. Either way, the death timers are so high. Charismatic's in a bad way, but he's just going to monkey it out. Oh, shut down
what? Let's go.
The hand of God. Spellchamp's looking real low. The monkey wants to talk to him. He's going to be zoned out by Shu, who does an insane amount of damage. However, he gets shut down.
What?
Charismatic is still alive. That's 2-0.
So
Raptors has to
what
use
was this
this
that you were just saying about
now.
those death timers?
Raptors has to use this time now. They've got a minute for Shu to be dead. Keep Charismatic back to just to make sure no one gets backdoor, and you have to end the game.
Holy cow! Shu's down. This is your time.
Get out. You gotta go. Orange, just hold the line, buddy.
Tank it.
Hold the line. Go, go, go.
Hold his hand.
I'd be spamming pinging right now. Mr. Neat, you gotta get down there, or Spencer. You don't need two people covering.
Oh god, here we go. Flanked by Cobalt.
There's a big dinosaur. We're gonna see Showstopper by Zabel. Eats the Lucian. That's all their damage right now. Charismatic's gonna know how to TP in, try and save the day. Or knockup hits Sable, but he's still a little tanky. Nice second. Wow, Pogs is able to walk out of there alive.
Shu's up now and teleports up. Minions going into the base. Shu's coming in.
Great job by Rovian. Oh, just missed it. Great job by Rovian.
Oh my god, he's a fast boy. He's a fast boy. What? He's just going everywhere.
Here it is.
This guy has no mana. Oh my god, this guy ate his Wheaties.
Double kill.
He does it all.
Don't even worry about. 3 autos for an inhib. Yes, please. And that's an open Nexus. Let's see the hand of God. Pull him in. Oh, the back bait. The back bait. Oh, this is Sanya's by Shu to make sure it doesn't happen.
Oh.
And, GG. Infernal takes both games.
Wow. All right, so that's going to be a 2-0 for Infernal. Normally we do interviews. However, with the length of those games, we're already pushing up against the 6 o'clock time slot. So we're going to have to pass this game along. But, wow. That was... I think that both teams can feel pretty good about that. I think that Raptors has a lot to be happy about. I think that Infernal was ranked as probably the best team in the league at this current time. So it was kind of expected that this was going to be a little more Infernal lopsided. But Raptors showed so much signs of life that, like, I don't know.
Game two could have gone either way.
Yeah, and it was like tons of promise, as Raddy Z is saying. They have a lot to be happy about. I think in the coming weeks that when they're not facing Infernal, they're going to be really popping off. So, yeah, with that, we're going to pass this off to the next round of games, which I believe, let me see, is going to be Bramble versus something else.
All right, something else.
Let me get a... It's going to be Bramble versus Sentinels. Hey! All right, so with that, that's going to be it for us. I'm Brian the Broken. This is Endo, and we'll see you next week.